You know, I was trying to remind you. Remember when I used to stay up by Frizzle here with my ex girl right there? Anyway, what happened is that I used to stay with this girl. I loved that girl to the max. Never loved any female like I loved her, right? But she had this one friend that was supposed to be her best friend, but every single day she was filling her head with stuff like, hey man, look, that relationship you guys have is too perfect. And it's gotta be something wrong. Mom used to say all the time, listen, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is, right? So she kept on repeating this. I got tired of it. I said, listen, if you don't keep on with that path, I don't really need to stay here and hurt this, right? So, my friend was right. I knew it, she was right. You're looking for an excuse to leave, so I'm like, whatever, man. Anyway, so I thought she was just talking, but like about a week or so later, I came here from work, man, and all her stuff was gone. She packed her stuff up and left. But yet the funny thing is that the place was in her name. She rented the apartment, right? I moved in with her when we got hooked up, right? Anyway, so this went on for a while, but I thought maybe she was just joking around and she'll be back. But anyway, about a week or two went by, and I ain't seen her yet. So I said, well, I may as well move on and do what I gotta do. So I had this little sweet little yellow, and she had one little kid, right? So I had her move into the house and everything, right? We guys cleaned up everything, went to the store, bought about 8 bags of groceries and everything, filled up all the cabinets and everything, all new pots, pans, salt pots and spoons and forks and dishes and everything, right? New sheets, pillow slips and everything. Anyway, about a couple days after I moved in there, man, my ex-boy came out there on the bike, rushing out to my job, told me, hey man, look man, you gotta get back to the house like right now, man. Your ex-girlfriend, her sister, and the brother, and the boyfriend, sorry, is over the house and they're roughing up the girl, to pack her shit and get her yellow ass out and all this here, right? So anyway, I got on the bike real quick, rushed around there, got to the house, bro, nobody there. Ain't not a soul in the house. And then went inside, everything was gone. All the stuff we went and bought, all the dishes, all the sheets and pillow slips and everything. Even the 8 bags of groceries gone, bro. I was vexed, and I don't even like to deal with police, but I called the police, man, tell them the situation. The first thing they asked me, whose name was the place in? Oh man, I realized it was in her name, right? Police officer told me, look, bro, if the place is in her name, ain't nothing we can do. You're on your own. She can take anything she wants. It's her place. So I said, yeah, thanks for nothing, man. So anyway, I went by my business and went looking on the road, looking for him. And finally, after hunting for like a day or so, I found him on the street down by Montpelier Road, right? At the stop sign, I got off my bike, man, went out there, took my helmet, went out there and smashed the car window and started beating the boyfriend in the head. Because he was trying to drive off, beat him in his head. Anyway, he managed to somehow get his foot on the gas pedal, gave the gas, and got up. But I knew where they was going, so I got on my bike, rushed around to the police station real quick, parked my bike, and stood outside the police station with my arms folded, waiting for them to come there so I could finish the job, right? Anyway, bro, they came by about 6 or 7 times between then and dark, but they saw me standing, so they didn't come. So I just went about my business, went home. A couple of days later, police sergeant come run up on me talking about, hey, look, man, your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend complained that you assaulted her and her boyfriend and mashed up her car and everything there, so you need to come and give a statement. So I said, yeah, whatever, man. So I went in, and when we got there, he said, I said, okay, look, so you gonna write the statement or am I gonna write it? I told him, man, you can write it, bro. So he said, okay, well, give me the statement. I said, man, how fast can you write? Your boy said, man, just give me the damn statement. So I told your boy, I said, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, exactly what happened, but I'm only gonna tell you once. So please, listen carefully, because I'm not gonna repeat myself, right? He said, man, just give me the statement, right? So, hey, I tell you, boy, this is what happened. Left from early in the morning to make time for work. I wasn't thinking about my ex or her boyfriend, the jerk. They arrived at the house a few minutes later. She brought along her sister, that big instigator. My friend was at home, just her and her son, so they decided they were gonna have some fun. They told her pack of shit and get her yellow ass out. They all started screaming, then they started to shout. They exchanged bad words for a moment or two, but my friend was outnumbered, didn't know what to do. Got her mom on the phone and said, come pick me up while my house is being robbed every saucer and cup. We have been to the store just the day before. We have brought bags of groceries, at least 8 or more. When they robbed my house, They made a big score. They even took the groceries they ate bags or more. They left my house both empty and bare, and by the time I got home, there was no one there. So I called the police. They said I had no case. My ex's name was still on the plate. So I hunted them down, found them on the street. I smashed the car window and I started to beat. They left the scene in such a hurry. As I looked at their faces, I saw nothing but worry. If they hadn't escaped, all covered in glass, it is guaranteed I would have kicked their. They were lucky this time. I'm sure they know. But no matter what happens, they got to go. Man, do you know from the time I started, that police officer sat there with the pen in his hand and his mouth wide open. He said nothing. But guess what? All he done was talk to me about how I'm wasting my talent and all that type of stuff, and no charges came out of it. That's the reason I named that song No Charges.